This is my tutorial for my sea coral bracelet. It actually was inspired by my rosebud bracelet when I was making the little baby's breath, and I was thinking what it would look like if I did it all like the little baby's breath. And so this is what it came out like. And so this is my first attempt, and I think I just got a little crazy with the bands, but I liked the way it looked. So I kept working and working, and this was just for fun, just to look, I thought it looked like a tree. So these three are my final, these are all the same. This is my final design, and I really like how they turn out. And you can do, like, this is different colors, this is the same colors. So we are going to make this, and I'm going to show you how. Alright, so when I first started making these bracelets, this is how I set up the loom. I did it with them straight across, and then I flipped the left side over. So I would do the single chain up this side, across the top, and back down. And it's perfect for an adult, maybe a little bit, I don't know, maybe a little bit long for a smaller person, but so you can do a little bit less. But I decided to do it a different way. So you could still do it this way, it would be totally fine. But this is how I set up mine. I took out that middle guy, and I put them, so this is one row, and this is another, and I just banded. So this is single bands, single chain, but double the bands. So double the bands. And I did it all the way up to the top. So I just prefer it this way. It's easier to loop it up. You may find that you like it is a little bit awkward, so whichever one works for you. So that's how that gets set up. Alright, so now it's time for the coral part. And I do have a disclaimer. This bracelet takes forever. So if you have a good TV show to watch, do it while you're watching that, because this does take a long time. Okay, so first, to set it up, you're going to have the band that holds it. You can do the same color, different colors, whichever you like. I'm doing it the same color as my chain. So you're going to put that one on the bottom, and then that on the top, and you're going to pull these through each other. And I don't know how to explain it. I do it really slow so that it comes through like that. And then I kind of roll it so it ends up like that, and I give it a good little, not too hard, like that. So then you're going to do the same thing to the other side, but this one is a little bit harder. So you're going to put this on top, and you're going to fold over the holder band, and you're going to pull these through like that. So this is what you end up with. So you can do it on every peg, every other peg. So when you do it on these two, or when you do it like how I have it set up, there's 26 pegs, and you don't do the first one or the last one. So there's 24, so you're going to do one for each peg. So, unless you want to do like every other one. So you're going to need 24 of these. Alright, now this is where it gets really, really time consuming. You're going to take one of the bands and kind of give it a little tug, and you're going to roll it. And you're just going to keep rolling it. So as you roll it, don't let it unroll. And keep rolling it. My hands are actually sore from earlier today doing this. I don't know if I said that already. So you keep rolling, and you'll end up with something like that. I'll do it to the other one. And just keep rolling. I did get I went looking in my garage for something like a stick that I could do this on, because my hands were getting sore. And I found a Christmas or a candy cane Christmas ornament that went in the lawn, and I was using that to do the ones to set up. So that's what it looks like. So you're going to do this to all 4 of the bands. And just to let you know, people will like to touch this bracelet. They come up and they like to play with it. So if you don't like people in your space, this might not be a good bracelet to wear. I don't mind, I like it. It just has such a weird look to it. Okay. So, and you can always go back and redo them however you want it to look. And like sometimes they will unravel a little bit when you're wearing it, and you can just roll it back up. It works fine. Okay, so I have mine. This probably took me an hour just to roll everything up. And like I said, my hand is sore. Okay, so to put these on, okay, so like I said, you're not going to do the first one, but on the second one, and what you're going to do is just like a cap band. So you're going to take it and double it up like a cap band. Where did my hook go? There it is. And you're going to put it on there. So that's what it's going to end up looking like. And you're going to do that to each of the pegs except for, like I said, the first one and the last one. So this tutorial is going to take a lot faster than it is to make it. So I don't want any angry comments that it takes forever, because I told you it's going to take forever. I think it is worth it though. I really like the way it turns out. And especially because it's such a different design than the regular bracelets. So I'm doing rainbow colors because I love rainbows. And there was the one I showed in the beginning that was done with the glitter bands, and I didn't think they would work because the jelly ones do not work. The jelly ones they're very elastic, or they just unravel really easily. Like I can get them to ravel up and they look good, but then they come apart easier than these do. But the glitter ones are actually a little bit sticky, so they do tend to roll up pretty good. Let's see what's next. Let's do this guy. So you're going to do this all the way up to the top. When I look at this pile, it cracks me up at how long it actually takes to make that pile of coral. So it looks like coral, and it also looks like wildflowers too when I do it. I think I did the wrong color. Yep. I think I do that in every tutorial. Okay, so I'm going to go finish and do this all the way up, and then we're going to leave it up and I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Okay, so I have all of my coral on there, all the way up. And I just want to show you what it looks like if you do different colors. I think that looks really pretty. I think that makes it look more like flowers. So now you're going to loop it up. So I have my cap band on there. And you're just going to loop it up like a single chain. See if I can grab it. So, and you can kind of like stick your finger on top of the coral as you go and kind of hold it down there. So if these do come unraveled, you can just do them right over again, and sometimes it gets a little addictive because like you have one that's a little bit different than the others. But now I've come to appreciate the different ones because they're not all going to look the same. So you're going to loop this all the way up, and then we'll take it off and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so mine's all looped up and it's ready to come off the loom. And I did double check to make sure I looped everything. I'm actually getting pretty good at putting a bracelet back together if I forget something. Alright, so this is the final. It's so pretty. See, there's the one with the different colors. So I would just do, I don't even know if I need an extender for that one. So I put it together. I didn't even need an extender. I just did the finishing band and hooked it on. So I think that looks really pretty. So there it is, my sea coral bracelet. And if you wanted to make it a little bit more 3D, let's see, you can pull ones out a little bit. Make them stick up a little bit, like that. It's harder to get them back in there once you pull them out though. So like I said, if it does unravel, you can just roll it right back up. This is a very interactive bracelet, like my other one, my rosebud. That one's very interactive. Sometimes you can't stop but by touching it. So there you go. There it is. Thanks for watching.